Hi everyone, it's the Clever Exotical here, and today I'm going to be talking about how inclusiveness is a form of people pleasing. Now, before I begin, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Along my journey of how to break free from being a people pleaser, I realized that there was one common theme when I was interacting with others, and that was the ideas of being inclusive. And from the jump, I'd be super friendly and wearing my heart on my sleeve, when ultimately I should have been exclusive with my energy. And now I've learned to do so, and there are so many benefits to being exclusive. When you're on your level up journey, you never really notice that you also really do level up in society. Like, it's not just for yourself. A lot of people will receive you differently, and you have to adjust to that as well. Think of it like this: how much more would you value food from a high-end five-star restaurant that you have to take months in advance to reserve your table, as opposed to somewhere like McDonald's? There's a clear difference there. Now, let's say that five-star restaurant drastically lowers their price for their quality food. You would take it, right? But at the same time, you'd think to yourself, what is wrong with them? This food is absolutely amazing. I'm glad I'm getting it for such a steal. The same way goes for yourself and the way you carry yourself in society. Now, leveling up requires a lot of work. I know a lot of us have tips and tricks to leverage us in society, and that can be seen as exclusive. Being exclusive requires you to make it harder for people to access you. And when you make it harder for people to access yourself, you're making it harder for them to access your knowledge. And this is knowledge that you've really worked hard for. So you also have to give your knowledge value. And I'm not saying to gatekeep, but I'm also saying do not lay all your cards on the table. Now, why am I saying we should do this? Well, this will prevent you from being so invested into others who may not have the right intentions for you. This will better help you scope out the users and fake friends. For me, I know that this requires complete comfortability in being alone. I believe once you mastered being alone, you won't be so susceptible to compromising your boundaries. People with codependent attachment styles may have a hard time to not be so open and dependent on what others think of them. One way you can combat this is by romanticizing the ideas of slow burned relationships. Now, for those of you that don't know what a slow burn relationship is, it is when people have an emotional connection that develops over a long period of time. I know in today's age we really like to rush things, but in slow burned relationships, we're able to get to know a person and evaluate them to see if they are worth the access in our lives. The switch from me being inclusive to exclusive has been mind blowing. Before, when I would go to the store or enter a drive thru, I would immediately be the nicest person. And I'm naturally nice, but in order to be exclusive, you can't give out your niceness so freely. I've definitely noticed a shift to where I conceal my niceness, and people are now starting to work for my attention. Actually, today I went into the grocery store, and before walking up to the cashier, I decided to conceal my people pleasing tendencies just to try it out, because I'm usually the first one to say, "Hi, how are you?" You know, I have the biggest smile on my face. But I went in and didn't really initiate so much energy. In return, I did receive compliments from the cashier and a customer that just cashed out that I was very beautiful. And the cashier actually treated me really well, and she packed all my things into my bag for me and didn't charge me for the bag, which is really nice. All this to say, it's really cool that once I shifted my energy, I started to realize the value of being exclusive. And I really encourage other exoticals to give it a try, just to, break out of the comfort zone. I know us exoticals have a hard time being quote unquote mean, but seeing it as being exclusive doesn't take away the fact that you are a nice person at heart. You can still be your personality. However, you can also have that boundary that doesn't allow people to take advantage of you. That being said, feel free to share any stories that you have in the chat. I'd love to read them. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!